All right, this is the fact of the matter, right? Nothing is perfect, especially in business. Nothing is perfect. Most people, this is the problem that they have. They're trying to do the right things all the time. There's no such thing as doing the right thing all the time. You're gonna mess up. You need to mess up, because if you mess up, I always say this. I can't believe, like, I keep up to say this, because people keep messing up, bro, right? And I keep seeing it every day. They're just incompetent. You need to mess up, because the sooner you mess up is the sooner you get to critique your mess up, the flaws, the failure. And the sooner you critique the failure, the sooner you're starting to win. Because if you can critique your failure, you know what not to do next time, right? And you have to go to the drawing board all the time, especially in the business, right? Because I was posting 5 times a day. I got excited and start posting 5 times a day. Then I then I crashed. The system crashed, right? And now I have to go back to the drawing board and now creating content all over again. So that way I know to do it moderately. Go back to the plan, see where I crashed at. So that way when I launch a system again, I don't crash, right? And everyone out there, like, most business owners that come through my funnel, maybe I'm just targeting the wrong people, but most business owners out there, especially the low-level business owners that I charge low-ticket stuff to, these people are looking for perfection. These people are looking for the right thing to do. These people need a level of conviction that's very unrealistic to some extent, because they need you to promise them the world when they only want to half-ass everything. They want to half-ass everything that they do. Right? These people don't have confidence in themselves, but they want you to have confidence to sell to them, which is okay, because I'm very confident in what I do. But at the same time, they don't want to take risk on themselves, right? And that's where the problems comes in, because if you have enough conviction, yes, you can sell anything, but the conviction that you have spilled over to them, they're gonna be like, you know what, you're the one who convinced me to take this action, you're the one who convinced me to do this thing. They're always waiting on the next shoe to drop so they can blame you or blame someone else, right? Because of their mentality to begin with. And these are the type of people that you don't want in your circle. These are the type of people you don't want to do business with, because that's red flag, right? I don't do business with people who cheat a lot. I don't do business with people who lie a lot. Sometimes you cannot tell who are these type of people on how to, like, separate them and tell them apart. But you can spot red flag by just talking to them. Because if you spot red flag in their relationship, you spot red flag in their friendship that they have, you spot red flag in their business, especially when two business partners is fighting each other, two business partners not agreeing and seeing things on the same page. Listen, that's very dangerous, because if they're not agreeing with each other, then you're just going to get in the middle of it, and then that's going to affect your money. So don't do it. Like, I was working with this restaurant in Houston, restaurant and lounge, and these guy called me up and be like, yo, let's do this ad thing. I'm like, okay, cool. I close the deal, we're doing the ads, and they send me like 30% of what I offered them, right? And after I started giving them the result, their team was malfunctioning, their team wasn't doing the calls, their team was fighting against each other. And that interrupting my money, because now they're not seeing no result, because the team is not in order. Lack of leadership, lack of system, lack of dedication, which lead them to not pay me my 70%. They run away. They come back a month after. And I decided that I wasn't going to work with them, because I spot the red flag. You have to be competent. I spot the red flag, but guess what? I still work with these people. Right? I launch their ad, then they kick me off their account, then they run off with it. Point I'm trying to make is, you have to answer to the red flags. Do not ignore it. It's very vital that you don't ignore it, right? You have to stick to your conviction. Stick to principle. You can love someone and break up with them just because they say something wrong, just because they do something wrong. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Because this ain't about love. This is about principle. Especially as a man, you have to do things regardless of how you feel, right? It's just the nature of how the world works, right? So you have to heed to the red flag. You have to listen to the red flags and answer to them. And those are the people you don't want around you. I'm back to the people who need perfection every time, especially when they need high conviction for me to close them or anyone to close them, right? Because they're so scared. They have a scarcity mindset. And like I said, you don't want to work out with these people. I'll be in the gym, bro, like working out and shit, and I'll film myself. And people be like, yo, your form is off. Bro, you're not lifting the weight right. Nigga, I'm not trying to lift weight right. I'm not trying to do shit right. I'm trying to do shit. I'm trying to get shit done. I'm trying to get in, get out, because this is not just about muscle anymore. This is about my mind. This is about me showing up every day, regardless of how I feel that day not to show up, right? I'm going heavy. As a matter of fact, let me see what your muscles look like. Does it look like mine? Does it look like mine? No. If it does look like mine, then you have no space to say. Real story, real story, right? True story. I have a cousin, and I saw him lifting a weight in his video, and I said, bro, your form is wrong. He was deadlifting, right? I wasn't knowing like how much he was deadlifting. Then he came here to Miami and started lifting weights, and I saw that this nigga is lifting so much more. And I have the audacity to have an opinion on how his form look when he's lifting at least 3 times more than what I'm lifting. I just need to shut the fuck up. And that's what other people need to do, right? Stop worrying about doing the wrong thing. Stop critiquing on other people's life, right? If someone is doing something, get in the ball game and start doing stuff. Like I said, some people are meant to be in the comment section. I'm not triggered, but it's something that needs to be talked about. Everyone want to have an opinion on stuff that they're not competent in anyway. If you're skinny, you can tell me nothing about fitness. If you're fat, you can tell me nothing about fitness. You can tell me nothing about food. You are incompetent yourself. So there's nothing you can teach me. There's nothing I can learn from you. You have no resolve in yourself. But so you can teach nothing, especially young people nowadays who want to be like life coach and stuff like that. Or are you going to be a life coach and you're 19, you're 24? I'm 24. I can't be a life coach. Who the hell am I to teach people about life? I'm barely living life already. People need to stop giving advice, this free speech bullshit, right? Because it's free speech doesn't mean you need to open your mouth uncontrollably and to start yapping. Because at the end of the day, not because you're free to speak and you have the right to speak doesn't mean you should. You need to be careful of the words you use lightly, because most people, their words mean nothing. They just talk and hurt other people's feelings and wonder why people react to them the way they do. And as a leader, that's something that you have to take into consideration as well. You can't just be speaking lightly. Sometimes there's an issue that you need to talk on, but you can't talk on it yet. It's just not the right time. Watch them and see if they correct it. Because if they correct it, you're going to be like, damn, see, I didn't have to say nothing. Sometimes you just need to say what's needed to be said in that moment. And that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Because the information you can put on the people around you can burden them without you knowing, right? And affect the team morale, affect the team productivity and all those stuff, affecting the results. And if you're someone like to be perfect, you like to have the perfect quality, like to have the perfect camera, like to have the perfect form when working out, then you're going to fail. You're going to fail. You're going to be stuck trying to find what's the perfect thing to do, what's the right thing to do, and not doing anything. How about you start, fail, fuck up a few times, then fixing it? How about you try doing that and stop being weird? Especially on the weekend, you have people every time like wanna cancel on the gym, cancel on their business, cancel on reading, cancel on like going back to the drawing board just to go party, just to go to an event, just to go to my cousin birthday party, my friend wedding, all of this shit, right? Listen, most of the friends that you have are not your friends, all right? And most of the enemy you have is not your enemy. Listen, most of the people that you're sacrificing your self-improvement for is incompetent and not supposed to be in your circle because they're not pushing you to be better. Yes, there's a few, just a little bit of people who's really around you to make you want to see you do better because they want to do better, and that's the frequency that they have to match on so you can do better. It's just like when your circle try to prove it to be better, but in most cases it's not, right? You're gonna go to a party and eat and get overweight and then trying to waste your time trying to take off all that weight in the gym again, right? You can listen, you only have two choices. I tell my girl this. I tell anyone I talk to, I always tell them this. You have two choices. You can be friends with yourself, an enemy of the world, or you can be an enemy of the world and friends with yourself. You need to understand vibration and frequency. People that you hang out with, their vibrational frequency can affect yours, right? It's just like when Jesus was fasting for 40 days and 40 nights and the devil said, jump off this cliff. God's going to turn everything into cushion or blah, 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 and he won't kill you, right? And Jesus said something on the line of, I'm not going to tempt my God. God should not be mocked, right? So with your discipline, you shouldn't mock your discipline. You shouldn't mock your faith. Not because you have a bunch of discipline doesn't mean you're going to go around people who eat cake. You are going you're going to fold at some point. I don't care how strong you are. I'm very picky about the people I hang out with. As a matter of fact, I'm not looking for no friend. I don't need no friends. Because 80% of people on this earth nowadays are incompetent fools. They just want to listen to rap music, listen to dancehall music, whatever the case may be. Anything that make them feel like they're the cool kid. It's like a big coping mechanism. No one want to be real with themselves. I want to be real with myself. Sometimes I never get depressed, but sometimes when I do feel depressed, I go back to the drum board and say, well, yo, CJ, what's going on with you, bro? You have no time for this, but what's going on? What's going on? Are you having imposter syndrome? Right? What's going on? What's going on with your character? So you're trying to evolve. Okay, cool. In what direction are you trying to evolve? Right? You have to take mental notes, right? Go back to the drawing board all the time. And most people are incompetent. You can't be around them because they don't do that. It's a coping mechanism for them. Their whole life is a coping mechanism. Listen, if you have a friend and your friend hang out with a bunch of idiots, then you need to cut off that friend, because that friend is going to be affected by those idiots, and those idiots going to affect your friend, and your friend going to affect you. Do not tempt your discipline. Do not tempt your faith. Do not tempt your business. Oh, don't be like, oh, my business can't fail, so I'm not going to work on it today. Don't do that. Don't do that shit. Don't tempt yourself. Right? There's a saying in the Bible that says, iron sharpen iron. Right? What does that mean? Iron sharpen iron because they rub against each other. They gash. You know what I'm saying? But most people are hanging out with iron and concrete. Most people are like iron and water. Most people are like iron and oil. You get what I'm saying? People are not challenging you to be better. They're challenging you to be worse. Oh, can you smoke this blunt? How long can you smoke this blunt for? You know what I'm saying? Oh, how much can you drink without getting hangover or bullshit? I don't know what these bullshit that they do. I'm old school, I guess. Right? I feel like I'm ahead of my time. I don't know why I'm here blessing you guys with my whole present and stuff. But listen, let's not sidetrack. Right? I'm telling you, listen. Most people are challenging you to be worse than what you out to be, because they're trying to look cool, so you have to look cool, right? Who has the best car? Who has the best rims on your car? Like, these are the type of thing that they find fun. You know what? Let's go to a concert and jump in the crowd to a song that we can find on YouTube. Let's go crazy for this person who's on stage because they're such a beast, even though they're fat. You know what I'm saying? A fat superstar can be on stage and people just gravitate to it. That's incompetence, fool. The incompetent. They have a incel mindset, right? They like to worship other people but themselves, right? Every day they get up, they wish they're in someone else's shoes but theirs. Every time they're looking for this coping mechanism, they're looking for this escape. Oh, I smoked the weed because I'm feeling stressed and I need to release this. Shut the fuck up. You tell me that you can't fix your mind and release the stress by yourself or work through it? Oh, the stress is that bad that you need some weed or marijuana? That's bullshit. Now, if you smoke it because you like it and that's what you want to do and you accept the fucking downfalls of it, right? Like your fucking lungs and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's why you're doing it, like, it's okay. But don't come give me no bullshit excuse like, oh, I smoke because I'm stressed and I need to release some stress. And no, you're just coping. You're just coping. You're weak. You're weak. You're too sensitive. You feel like you need a lot of girls to be a man. You need a bunch of girls to be a man, huh? No, you don't. You can have one girl. You can have two girls. And this is another thing too. If you want to have two girlfriends, just be honest with them. Yo, listen, I'm just dating right now. I'm not looking for anything serious. Or even if I'm looking for something serious, this is what I want. I think they respect you more, but no. Most of you guys are just running down pleasure. You guys don't want no real commitment. You guys don't want no real substance, no real leadership, no real responsibility. You guys are just chasing, you guys are just gay. You guys are just chasing pleasure, happiness. Let me take a hit of that joint. Let me sleep with that girl. Let's watch some movie. Let's play some video games. Whatever give me that dopamine rush. You guys are looking for cheap dopamine. You want real dopamine? Achieve something worthwhile. Make a sacrifice for your family, right? Diet yourself. Make yourself look good. Your physique look good. And then teaching other people to do it. Because listen, the number one way to feel fulfilled as a human being is to add value to another human being. Imagine how you feel when you add value to someone else's life and they show you real gratitude, authentic gratitude that, thank you, my friend. Thank you for doing what you just did. Imagine walking an old lady across the street and see how fulfilled you feel. That's where fulfillment comes from. Fulfillment comes from you doing something for other human beings. That's our purpose on earth. Our purpose on earth is to help each other, right? I'm looking out for you. You look out for me. It's just that I'm not supposed to tell you to look out for me, and you're not supposed to tell me to look out for you. It's supposed to come natural. Empathy. We're supposed to live by love. And that's why I make content. So because my content is going to touch someone. It's going to speak to someone that I'm trying to talk to. Because maybe my content can help them in some way, shape, or form. Maybe my content is just what they need to hear. Because you see, everyone want to hear the truth. Everyone want to hear the truth, but it's who they want to hear it from. And there's a market for me. There's a crowd for me. There's an audience for me. And if I don't get any likes, it don't matter, because I'm not looking for friends. I'm not looking for likes. Because I'm making content for two things. One, to motivate, yes. And if it doesn't motivate, then fuck it. Second reason, I'm making it so people that I'm trying to do business with, people who want to trust me so they can pay me their money so I can use that money to take care of my family, so I can give them the result that they need. They can see that I'm willing to put my face on camera and they can trust me because I'm someone who stand in front of their brand, not behind it, right? I don't use a logo. I use my face. I use my voice, I use my demeanor, I use my attitude, right? And that's something you need to take from my book. You need to post content for the sake of branding, because branding is not about the reach, it's about what people see when they get to your page. And when they get to your page, they need to see someone authentic, someone who's willing to make the sacrifice of their ego and show themselves on camera, whether they have a nice haircut or not. You guys are so fragile nowadays. Oh, you're worrying about makeup, y'all worrying about haircuts and worrying about nice shirts, and you have to swag out before you can go on camera. What are you trying to cope? What are you coping for? You guys need to work on yourself some more. You guys don't even love yourself the way you are. And you know what's the ironic thing is? If you be yourself truly, if you ever be yourself truly, right? And people see you as who you are, the people who's on your vibrational frequency is gonna come towards you. He's gonna like just pick up on you and be like, I want to listen to this guy because he look like me, he sounds like me, he sounds like the way I think. You get what I'm saying? But no, you want to be someone else, attract the wrong crowd, then understand, and then ask yourself, everyone is fake. Nigga, no wonder why everyone is fake. They're not your crowd. People weren't about having haters. If you have, listen, like attract like. If you have haters, it's because you're on the wrong frequency, you're on the wrong people. That's it. They can't stand you, right? They just can't stand you. It's just like blue team and red team. Blue team don't like red team don't like blue team. It's a competition. It's just life. Like attract like. If you fully be yourself, people gonna pick up on your frequency, and who don't like you just not gonna be around you because they're not like you. But if they are like you, they're gonna come around you because they are like you. You have something to relate. They want to create a relationship with you because they feel like, you know what, you like that, I like that too, let's be friends. But yeah, I'm not really looking for friends, so you don't have to like my video. You can just scroll by. Who cares? I don't need no incompetent people in my circle, for real. Because it's so easy to be great nowadays. Like, everyone just sucks. Everyone want to party. No one really want to be great. If you truly look at it, no one really want to be great. No one truly, forgive me, I'm not going to say no one, but most people don't sit and dedicate themselves to something. Well, like, everyone have a passion, everyone would like to have a business, everyone have a nice business idea, but no one have a structure. No one spend time to learn how to sell, or to fulfill their clients, or to get the business off the ground. No one take the time, you know, to put in the right work to get what they need to go running. You know what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm putting down? Like, most people don't put in the effort. So me right now, it's on a weekend right now where I'm shooting this content, this YouTube video that I'm gonna clip up and so you can see it on Instagram. It's a weekend right now that I'm shooting this video, and most people are out partying. So it's so easy to be great, man. Like, most people are not trying to be great. Everyone, especially, go to the gym and watch people on their phone between sets, and yeah, people are lifting light weights and like counting, make sure they got the right range of motion. They try, like, it's just gay to me. It's just like, y'all just like capping out. Y'all don't really want this thing, like you say. You know, I'm not saying you should go in there and live carelessly with your ego, but there's some extent that you're not trying to be perfect at the same time. You just, what about like in the old days where you just start lifting weights and like pushing it around for a bit? You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm just someone who lifts weights, that's it, right? So I'm not trying to be ultra specific and like tell people what the rep range is that they need to do. But that's part of their mindset though. Most people want to carry that over to their life. They're trying to be ultra perfect. And you being ultra perfect make you not doing anything because you're too busy thinking, right? But with that said, bro, that's it. That's it for the night. I'm out. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.